So get on your cell
Yes,
phone,
yeah.
share it with the people so they can know that we back this week. Cause
Y'all see the
we gonna
chat?
miss like three
I don't
weeks.
see anything in the chat. Y'all see any chat?
See what in the chat?
Let me see.
Don't send something in the chat.
Who you want me to send something in the chat? Okay.
I don't know. Make
Hey,
sure the
good
chat's
people.
working.
You don't trust that I started the live button?
No, I just don't see. Normally I see something on the right side. That's the chat.
Yes,
I don't see anything that's in the chat.
Do you know what
thought
you're
I
doing? Because I see the chat.
It just says show chat. So I just press show
I
chat.
see my chat.
Okay, now
Yeah,
I see
See
it.
your chat?
Okay. Now I see it.
This is so AARP.
This is it. That's okay. That's all right. I'm just trying.
This is so
I'm just
okay. We've
trying.
been
Just
going
trying
for
to do the
2
best
weeks
I. Just trying
already.
to do the best I can.
We
it's
only been
okay.
going 2 weeks, fella. And
It's all.
you don't know how to do.
Get you on a
You don't know
special
how to work
computer.
it.
Get you on a special computer.
Mm.
You got the view. I saw something the other day, and I know I had one of these phones.
You all thrown because you probably on a desktop. You probably all thrown
right.
on.
I got a tower. I got a big tower computer.
Oh,
I got.
is that like the same as having like a big back? Wait a minute.
You got a big
We
tower.
done lost sister. Somebody done snatched sister out.
Where'd she go? She done just dropped off.
Somebody just done snatched her up. Listen, we back this week. We back. I don't care.
We are back.
How many of us wind up being on here? Oh, here she go. Okay, let me let her in the door. Eric is not here today. He's at work.
Man, Eric been
Out of
gone for a
town.
month. Eric been in Hawaii. Eric been
Eric's been
Mexico. He's
working
been everywhere.
in
Yeah, I need that
Hawaii,
job.
working in Mexico. Now he's working in North Carolina. And for those of you watching, this is air quotes because
Air quotes.
what
For the
company
longest,
sends you to work in Hawaii?
I didn't know what that meant until recently. I was like, why that person doing this thing? And then I was like, oh.
Bless your heart, Ted. Bless your heart.
It's okay.
It took me
Bless
a
your
while.
heart, Ted.
Look, see, I'm one of those people that let you know if I don't know something. The rest of y'all be like,
and then I'm gonna go right to go. It depends on who I'm in front of. So let me ask you this. So that's a good point. First of all, I'm AK free. We got Big Ted here. We got Sister Soldier. We got a faint conference lanyard. We got Doge Sister Soldier.
And I got a new acronym for that.
Yeah, you gotta educate over here that's just holding on, with the Department of Education. We just holding on. It's my number one fan who I can't stand. I'll jump in here and talk about time. See what I'm saying? How about I missed y'all? How about that? So we have been gone for a few weeks. If those of you who don't know, we actually do have lives outside of this until we start really generating some income from this. Listen, when life caught, look, I got boxes and stuff back here. I got renovations going on in my house. Have you ever done renovations? How come nobody told me? How come nobody told me the process?
It's real.
So
you realize how much stuff you have when you gotta pack it up.
It's so much going on right now. And this just beginning. Like it's
right.
really at the beginning. I'm like, if I look at one more vanity, why are there 5,272,000 vanities that exist?
Mm-hmm.
You getting some wallpaper?
I wish. We're redoing all of our bathrooms, all 3 of our bathrooms.
Oh, at one time?
Well, they're starting with the one downstairs and then they'll work up to the 2 upstairs.
Wow.
We're redoing the flooring downstairs. So we're getting up off that carpet and putting down tile.
Okay.
We're painting.
See, that's when folk doing it. They're making the old house a new house.
Okay.
Listen, you better, because you're not gonna be able to afford it.
That's right. You'll make it new. Make it new. Make it feel new.
Listen, you better look around and go, oh, this could be a coat of paint. This could be some new furniture.
Look,
and I hope toilets cost.
Look, I hope you ordered all y'all stuff before the tariffs got.
Most of the stuff has been ordered. Some of the stuff it just got ordered yesterday. So listen,
$500 was a paint.
Listen. When I tell you, this is just how come nobody told me? 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 This is just. Have you ever done renovations? Have you ever renovated something that was beyond just some paint?
Yep. It's no joke. It's no joke. Yep. It'll make you lose your mind up in here. Yeah, and you're like, okay, why did we decide to do this?
Why? So like I've never had to buy a toilet before, right? Because when we moved in, the house was built toilets already. I'm looking at her. I was like, why are toilets so expensive? Like we're not talking bidet heated toilets. I'm talking just a
Standard.
regular
Yep.
standard toilet. Why are they like $300 and $400? But I guess
Yeah.
you buy one and you won't have to buy one for decades. But still,
Yep.
I don't
Oh
know if
yeah.
my bar is going to survive uh, this renovation. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
Eric Watson say ballers do
Yeah.
renovation.
Is that what he said?
I agree, Eric. I agree.
All I
Ballers
say
do
is we got
renovation.
Dubaya. What? What does that mean?
All I saw that ballers do renovation. I get it. I mean,
that's what you. Oh, that's what you saw.
That's what he said. Ballers do renovation.
No, ballers buy new houses
extra
already
money.
built.
That's when you got some extra money. You can do renovation. You got a little extra money.
No, ballers go to a hotel for a month, put all their stuff in a pod, let the people come in, do the renovation, and then come back. That ain't us. They're looking at us all. So I know they're cussing us in Spanish because they got to do the floors, right? So they got to move certain things. I know we getting cussed out in Spanish. That's why I always buy water and snacks for.
That's right.
The contractors.
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Because I know they cussing.
Yep.
I know they cussing.
Gotta take care of your workers. That's right.
Have to.
Mm-hmm.
We feed the people.
They're gonna put in the work for you though.
Oh yes. And two of my closest friends, one is my project manager and the other one, he's the one that has all the contractors. So they're the ones, that I've hired to do this. So shout out to them. Love them. It's good to have friends who have businesses. Yeah. Good to have friends who have businesses.
Okay.
But Lord be
okay,
Jesus.
Let them be my friend too, because I might need some work. So if it's a good recommendation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't do no contract, but like that's what I had to pick. Y'all negotiate. Y'all do we're not doing none of that. But just having to pick out tile.
Oh,
why are there so many choices? Why are there so many choices?
Yeah,
I hate Home Depot. Like I hate Home Depot. Let me just say it's dusty. I feel like I have emphysema when I go into Home Depot.
Yeah.
Lowe's is better. How come Home Depot can't be like, no, there's no dust all over the place or whatever? Lowe's is so clean and so neat. Home Depot, I'm like, I don't understand. Y'all pray for your girl, please, because I just.
What is the projected time frame, for completion?
Like the second week of May, because like we literally just got stuff. So like they just pulled out all the stuff, and I finally picked out tiles and shower heads and stuff like that. So, hey William, have y'all missed us? We missed y'all.
John Sproul, what's going on?
We have missed you guys. I hope you've missed us. So yeah, life has been lifing. And if 2 or less are available, we don't do the show. So we just like at church, we got to be 2 or 3 gathered. We got to be.
It was almost canceled today, y'all. It was almost canceled.
It was
like right there.
It was.
See, that's how people do it when they don't get no check. See, they just be taking time. See, people make sure they find a way to make it if they was getting a check. As much as I've been, y'all know it's been like 3 weeks straight. They look at me like, look, we don't get paid for this.
Listen, 6:05. If your boy Ted, who always late, if he hadn't jumped on in here by 6:05, those college classes, you wait your 10 minutes and the professor don't show up, you like sign this paper.
See ya. Bye.
We out.
Yep.
We out. Yeah. So how y'all been doing?
Man, look, it's been good. I was at a conference this week.
What kind of conference was this, Ted?
This was the Sea, Air, and Space Conference at the Galo. So it's a big conference dealing with the Navy. They talking about ships and other type of, like.
And why are you there, IT guy?
Well, because there's some IT stuff in there. IT touch everything. So I was in there, and then trying to establish some relationships, seeing where, maybe some opportunities for, it's funny, right? You got these people with these big old booths, right? Big, huge booths. They giving out stuff. You know how it is. They giving out all kind of
Oh
stuff. They
yeah,
giving out.
free
They
stuff.
giving out candy. They giving out sandwiches, snacks, coffee. They giving out. They giving out sweats, pantsuits. They giving out all kind of stuff,
And
bro.
quit your cheap self giving out.
So
Toothpick.
look,
You
I
giving
tell
out toothpick.
people, look,
Big
look.
Ted.
They're like, Ted, you got a booth? I said, no, I'm a small business. I got a mobile booth. I'm the booth. I move around. I
What you
set up
giving
whatever I
out? You're
want to
not
set up.
even giving out mints out your pocket or
No,
nothing.
I'm not even
You
giving
just
out a stick
cheap.
of gum. I'm giving
Oh,
out a
that's
I'm
it.
giving out a business card.
You are so cheap.
Well, look, you see
Oh,
people,
hey.
you see people going up to the booth and they just be reaching in there, taking the
Yep,
pen, candy, stuff.
yep.
You don't even speak to the person at the booth. At least
No,
speak to the person. That's like if
That's
somebody come in
that's the
your
risk
house
you
and just
take. That's the
grab
risk you
something out
take.
your house and just leave and don't speak.
yep,
That's
that's
just
me.
you just cheap. That's just code for I'm just too damn cheap to even have like a trifold poster board. That's all that is. That's just at
No.
least have one of those signs, like when the people staying outside, that's over there like
Right,
come to at least wear
right.
one
A
of
little
those for
pop
your
up.
business, your cheap
Yeah,
self.
I'm popping up. I'm popping up all over the place. I'm doing the popping up.
Did you follow up from last year? Because you went to this conference last year and got
Yeah,
all
I
kind of
be
names
following
and
up,
you
man.
didn't call
But
them back.
here's the thing about when you go to conferences, right? People, man, how was the conference? Did you make some good contacts? I said
Right,
I made contacts. You don't know if they're good contacts until they reply.
right.
Everybody talk to you. They go, oh yeah, give me a call. Yeah, reach out to me on LinkedIn. Yeah, call me. Here's my text. You get
But
back
did
to
you follow up with those people? Because you
I
had like a
always,
shoebox
I
full of
always
cards.
follow up. They just sometimes they don't want to reply because they just tell you what they want to tell you to get you. You know how y'all used to do back in the AKU
That's why
when
people
when
only
you
take
go
the
out.
sandwiches
You
and the
know, we
mints
used
and
to
keep
be at
it
the
moving.
parties back in the day in the single
Give
world,
you a blank.
and
Yeah.
you give somebody your number, and you know you ain't gonna ever answer that phone.
Nope,
You
nope.
give them the house number. You give them the house number,
That's right. That's
right?
right. The one that's gonna ring
Remember,
busy for sure.
Yeah.
remember back in the day you gave out a fake number, like you had a fake number and a fake name.
That was my
You had a
thing.
And
whole
y'all,
Uh,
area.
and y'all know y'all wrong doing that.
huh?
Ladies, have y'all ever done that?
Because as a guy, now we're gonna be real here.
Okay, let's talk about it. Talk about
Like
it.
I might have received a fake number once, twice in life. I'm gonna admit it. I'm gonna admit it, right? And you know, but the feeling was like, oh man, you got this number. She's like, you got the number, right? And you know, she
Mhm.
looked at you, yep, that's it. And you go back, and then you find out it's not right. And
Yep.
then you got all different
This
combinations of the
number has
numbers.
been
Yep.
Because you know, it's
disconnected.
no way the conversation was going that well that she done gave you a fake number. It's no way. But see, cell phones that messed y'all up. Because see, people be like,
Give me your phone.
what's the number?
Put my number in your
We'll
Let
phone.
me,
call you now.
let me call you right now. No, this a
Put my
weather
number in your
number.
phone.
This is not your number. Or they come back to you, right? They come back to you. You somewhere with your girlfriends chilling, thought you done got him. He come back and be like,
Right. What's in here? What is
what's
this?
this? What's
What is
this?
this? My daughter, y'all know my daughter's 20. And she said, dudes in her generation, they just take your phone, put my number in your phone, because they don't do that fake number stuff. So she
They
was
ain't
just
falling
like,
for
I
that.
don't care because all I can do, I can block you. So I don't
Right.
want no smoke. I don't want no trouble. Dudes out here are just, it's not like back in our day, like I may never see you again. I could be like, oh, my phone was
Yeah,
disconnected,
those
or,
are crazy.
Right. Right.
or something like that. Nowadays, it's
They run
totally
up and
different.
drop kick you. They crazy, man. You better put
Right.
something.
No,
You put
for
I just
real.
want to get a Google number and give out the Google number.
There you go. That's smart.
It's
Get a
Yep.
Google
always
number.
another. It's
Get a
always
Google
another
number.
level to this. It's
How
always
do you
another
get
level.
around that? How do y'all get around? Put it in the chat. How do y'all get around? You don't really want to give out your phone number. See, but it's easy to block people now. See, with cell phones, you could just block a number.
Right.
Back in the day, you couldn't block nothing. You just
No.
had to be
You
annoyed by
done
the
made us
person.
run and get a pen and some paper and all of that. And
Ah,
we done got back. I got the pen. I'm ready. And then you gonna give a fake number.
Yep.
you waited at
Yep.
the bar 30 minutes to get a napkin so you could write down a number.
That was always my thing. I changed the very last digit. I give you all the right numbers except the very last
Yeah.
one.
Look at that.
See,
Look
the
at
problem is when you don't remember your fake number. So either you had to really know your fake number or do something simple like just change the last number.
fake number. Y'all giving out fake names. You call
Ooh,
the name. You call the number. Talking about, can I speak to Nicole? Who?
Nicole live here.
Ain't no Nicole here.
Don't go live here. Or you gave out a real number to like your cousin or your bestie or something with your fake name, so they
Yep,
knew if someone who
that's
called,
right.
So,
if
Or no,
someone called
you.
asking for Nicole, I knew that was my
Mhm.
girlfriend Cherie, and I knew she had given some dude, as
Fake
if,
number.
oh yeah, 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 oh
Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. No, you give them the
Absolutely.
number for what was it, to check the weather or the time? You remember that?
yeah.
At the time? The time will
You don't
be.
find this funny, Ted? You don't
I
find
don't
this
find
funny?
none of this fun. I don't find none of it fun. Brothers in the chat, I know y'all don't find any of this fun.
Wait, did anybody ever give out 7779311 to
9311.
anybody for real?
I felt too. Yeah, I thought they would figure that one out too quick. Yeah.
I've heard people actually use that, with their, of course, their own local area code, and people didn't pick up on it until like they got back and
Oh,
went to, and then they say the number out loud, like, God damn it!
they got
Got you.
me.
Got you. And it was so tough for a guy, right? Because you with your boys, you're like, man, oh man, look at, oh man, I'm gonna go holler, All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what
So
you're
you
gonna
got
do.
to walk over there, right? You got to walk over there with your confidence and all that, and then you got to come back, and they be like, did you
Did you
get
get
the
the
number?
number? Did you get the
Yeah.
Now you can't come back without the
Empty
number.
handed. Right.
Now you got to say something. Now you got to say something. Now you got to
You
be
have
like,
to give a
well,
report. You have to
yeah,
give a
you got to
Right.
report.
say, well,
Yeah.
she wanted to give me her number, but her
So
dude,
what's worse?
her dude just got out of jail and he real crazy.
Yeah.
So
What's worse? Getting a fake number or not getting a number at all? Because at least when you go back to your boys, you be like, yeah, I got the number, blah 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 blah.
I don't know, cause you get the fake number, then you be all excited, you be talking all that
Right.
day, and then the next day be like, oh man, you holler at her.
Right.
Right.
You do.
No.
You always have to give a report. Girlfriends too. They want a report. They want a
I
full
lost, I
report.
lost, I lost the number.
I
Man, you
love
did
that.
not lose that number. I saw you write it on your wrist. You
Right.
did
Right.
you did not lose the number.
Okay, so let me tell you how tacky some of your dudes were back in the day. I'll never forget this dude. He had, like, those little pads. He kept a pad and a pen in his pocket. Now this was one of those dudes.
Oh.
He talked anybody who like glanced his way. He's like, oh, she must
Oh,
like
I
me.
got him.
Like
I
he's
got him.
that dude in the
Right.
club. He's that dude, right? And so it was like one of those don't make eye contact, don't make eye. So and when I was like so nice and never wanted to hurt anybody, whatever. This fool pulls out a pad. Remember those little pads with the spiral at the top?
Yeah.
And a
Little
pen.
Miss
And
Yellow
I'm
Page.
like, first of all, why do you have pens with pockets that deep where you can have a pad and a pen in it that you could whip out?
That's the problem. Yeah.
Wouldn't take a note in school. Wouldn't take a note
Right.
in school, but he go to the
Exactly.
party.
So my first thing is, really, your pocket? That's what you have in your pocket, a pad and a
Right.
pen? Then the
Right.
other thing is, I see other numbers in here, so you're not even trying to make it seem like you like
You,
whatever I
you
need.
you want
It's
you
like a
wanted your
scavenger
own
hunt.
you wanted your own page at least.
At
There you
least,
go. There you go. Right.
at least,
You
at
wanted
least,
to feel
right?
special with the fake number you about to get about.
Listen,
Exactly.
and the fact
Exactly.
that you have on a crew neck sweater and some turned over shoes in the club, I mean, I couldn't give out my fake number fast enough. Like I couldn't. Like I couldn't give it out fast enough. Like
What?
here. 7779311.
Right. Well, let me just say, my one of my attempts actually did wind up with me marrying that person because he came after me strong in the hallway in school, called me out from the top floor to the bottom. You gave me a blank. Nobody gave me a blank, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he's causing a scene. I mean, it was like, here, you know what I'm saying? Like, here, take it. I mean, he was
This
so
somebody
persistent.
this
I
somebody
said,
wait. This somebody went to your school.
who I'm married to now.
Yeah,
This
her
no,
husband.
you can't give a fake number to somebody to go to your
They go
school.
to your school for real. Like, what was you must have been new at this. You
Just
must
look
have
at
been new at
yourself.
the game.
I was
You
a
was new at
freshman. He was a senior though. So I just was like, nah, I ain't messing with him. He,
He
he a player.
scared you. He scared you into a
Yeah.
relationship. You gonna
Yeah.
Really, really. Look, blink. I see your marriage in a whole new light now, sister. Go ahead and blink and let us know what you need. Go ahead and blink and let us know. 50 years later, you can still blink. You can still blink.
Right.
It's not too
Right.
late. It's not too late.
Right.
That was a lot of peer pressure because now
Yeah,
everybody looking like, oh, now you got. That's a lot of peer pressure. That's a lot of peer
yeah,
pressure.
yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was quite. Yeah.
I think
He
you should
put me
have the
on that.
marriage annulled after 55 years. Let's get it annulled. It was fake. It was fake.
He was pressed. I can definitely say he was persistent. So that was an indication to me. He wanted my number bad because he was
Okay,
like,
he wanted your number bad. Okay. Who would have thought that I only eat snacks from the dollar store and we all putting on our
No,
pajamas
no.
at 8:30?
Back then she was eating French fries and burgers like everybody
Okay.
else.
okay, look, talk
Okay.
about that, Ted. And I was eating all kind of good humor at the truck. I was eating about
Right.
3 or 4 of them and wasn't gaining an ounce. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay. Let
Mouth
me
all
Yeah.
ask you
purple,
a little bit. Where my
mouth
girl Donna?
all
I'm gonna need to
purple
ask Donna how
from
you
now
really was back
laters
in
and
the day.
all that. Well, you can do anything,
Right.
baby. You ain't worry about no glucose. You're doing everything.
Yeah.
You know
Let
what
me
I'm
talk to
saying?
Donna.
Give me them
Because
funny.
right now you carry yourself like a Pentecostal woman with skirts down to your ankles, a prayer
Now
cloth
things
around
have
your
changed.
head. Just like,
Things
I
have
went to
changed.
school with girls that went to the Pentecostal church, some of the fastest chicks I knew. But listen, the skirts was down to the ankles.
They had another change of clothes. Come on now. They left home in one outfit, but they had the change up in their purse, in their book bag.
Listen, my
Come on.
girlfriend, I'm not gonna say no names, but one of my best friends ever, my childhood best friend, they went to Catholic school, right? The way them Catholic girls would, switch out of their saddle shoes, and because the
Yeah.
skirts were already short. This is what I never understand about Catholics. We should have known Catholics. Something was weird. Because how you going to say you should send your kids to Catholic school to be pure, but the skirts are
With
thigh
short, short.
to the thigh? That never made any sense to me. It's not like the skirts were long, for chastity purposes or anything like that. Catholic schools have some of the shortest skirts. Help me understand, priest, why. And
Look,
meanwhile, the dudes are wearing pants. Like, we should, like, come on, y'all. Like, that wasn't like a dead giveaway.
I
That
don't
wasn't
think
like
those
a dead
shirts were ever
giveaway.
made for African American girls. I think they were
Even
always made.
even our clear cousins, the skirts are they're to the thigh. They're not even to the knee. They are well above the knee. In
Oh
public
yeah.
school, we couldn't wear skirts that short.
Nope. Absolutely not.
But here you
Mm-mm.
go, straight to the Catholic school with your ash on, because what was this Ash Wednesday this past week? Here you go with your ash in a short skirt.
Uh, woo.
I never
Yeah,
understood that. Fast tail
those were
Phillies
the
is what
days.
Grandma called them. William said fast tail
What
Phillies.
you call them?
Fast tail Phillies is what Grandma called them.
No, my business teacher used to call them the hoochie girls.
Oh
Are you a hoochie
Lord.
girl? And I was like, oh
The
no,
Catholic school
what?
girls will have some of the shortest skirts. Could not understand. I could not understand it. Couldn't
Mm,
understand it.
mm.
And
So
still
Wow.
do to this day. Ride past the Catholic school. You're gonna feel like a perv because their skirts are still short. Like
Ted is like
seriously in
totally silent.
2025?
Ted is like speechless. He's not saying a word.
Because he chased after a Catholic girl or two back in his day. He know what we talking
look,
about.
look. So look, I got a question to ask you. It's a different subject. So, do, when someone gives you a compliment, do you feel that you have to give them the same compliment back? Like if somebody see you and they be like, "Oh man, great, oh girl, you looking good, boy. You look, you don't, they ain't seen you in a while or whatever.
Hmm.
Like you aging backwards. Like, I mean, do y'all feel like y'all have to give them the same compliment back?
Sometimes.
There, uh, no, I don't, because it would be very disingenuous. Like if I look like I'm aging backwards, but you look like you aged way too fast, I can't say it. I can't.
So
I
what you
would
gonna
go,
say?
oh, your glasses are awesome. Look at you. Your
Yeah,
glasses are
I
great.
see you doing your thing. I see you doing your thing. You say something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Some general thing. Yeah. The
Yeah,
general
I
thing.
feel
You was
compelled
always
to give
smart.
her.
You
I
was
feel
always
compelled to
smart.
compliment that. Yeah,
You was always smart.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh, look at you with your own business and everything, Ted.
Right,
Okay,
right,
with your
right,
own
right,
business.
right, right.
You know, I love the lanyard. Look at you all lanyard up. Look at you.
Okay. Oh, you find so you find something, but you're not gonna say
Not if it's not true. If it's true,
That-
absolutely.
right.
If it's true,
Yeah.
absolutely. But if it's not true,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
So what
no.
Yeah.
about
Mm-mm.
what about like when your girlfriends, right? They tell you stuff like, oh man, I've been wanting these shoes, right? These shoes, and they've been talking to you about how nice the shoes are, and they get the shoes, and you look and you be right, like
Mm-hmm.
their feet looking like sausage in there, looking like. You
So
say,
what's my relationship with the
just
person?
like
Like
you,
if you're
just like
super
you, just
close
like
to
for your
me, I'll
girls,
be
just like
like,
you one of your girls, she really was excited about them shoes. She ordered them online and came in again. Her foot looked like
Right.
you know how your feet busting out the biscuit container. You know,
Right. Right. Right.
it
You're
looked like
right.
it was a part of
Yeah.
some biscuit.
Like the sausage on the grill about to blow
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know it.
I listen. First of all, if you don't ask me no question, I tell you no lies, right?
Right.
That's just kind of. But if you ask me, I will
Uh-huh.
try to as delicately as possible be like, well, how do you feel about the look,
Right,
right?
Right.
right.
Yeah.
And if you're close to me, then you already know what that means. That means I'm
You
kind of
already
like,
know.
Yeah. I'm going to say, girl, them shoes look like they hurt.
yeah.
Ah,
Oh no, I may say that about fly pair of shoes because like you could put on a pair of Louboutins and I'm gonna be like, they look like they fly, but they look like they hurt like hell, right? So that wouldn't be my code. I would be like, so what are you thinking?
right.
Yeah.
Right. I see
So I
you.
mean,
I see you had that limp. So I think you sure you got a little limp. I see you got a little limp. I mean, how they feel?
yeah, do they feel a little snug because they
A
look a
little
little
tight.
snug.
Right.
But if they're invested and they're like, I don't care what they look like, then I'm just gonna leave it alone
They
because
let
that's
it
your
go. They
business.
all right with it.
Look, you're
That's
going
your
to ask
business.
her, girl, you take your high blood pressure medicine because you look like you're swollen.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the right size?
Your
What size did you get? What
your
size did
toenails
you
want to breathe. They want to breathe. You done smothered your toenails. You done smothered.
get? Yeah. And sometimes you know what? Even if it's people you love, you just gotta go.
No.
If you like it, I love it. That's the general. You like it,
You
I
like it.
love
I love it. Right. Mm-hmm.
it. I love that for you.
One other thing. I know it's been a couple weeks, man, since so I've had a lot of things to think about. Like that whole thing with
Clearly,
with the astronauts. They sent them astronauts up there for what was supposed to be like 3 days or something, and they
Oh
was up
yeah.
there for they was up there
for
for like
now.
they was up there for like 9 months.
I know.
Now
That was a long time.
let me tell you something. Like by the time that thing landed, I was just swinging on people. Like as soon as I come up out there, you might as well not even open that pod.
You wouldn't be swinging because you're not used to the gravity. You would be like this.
Right.
Wait till I get my feeling back.
Wait till
Wait
I
till
get out. Think about that. Not 9 months. How long that is? You thought you was gonna be up there for about 3 or 4 days,
Right.
and you've been up there for 9 months. And I heard it was something crazy. Like I think they didn't get any overtime. What else they said? They got $5 a day for incidental. What you doing up there for $5?
Right.
You'd have been there for 9 months, sister. 9 months. You up in a
Like,
closed
oops, we
little.
sorry. So what had happened was we still trying to figure out how to get you back. Hold the line, please.
Right.
This,
Right. 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 Right.
Just hold on for
I don't care. I don't care
9 months.
who it is. I could not be in a capsule with anybody. It could be one of my. I could love you to death. There's no way I'm being in a capsule with you for 9 months.
First of all,
Y'all
we
No.
want
learned
to kill
through the
you. Y'all
pandemic
want to kill
what
you.
we can't do with the people we live with inside. So
nine
let
months.
that be a lesson.
Okay. Right.
Let that be a lesson.
Right. And
Let that
they
be a
ain't had
lesson.
no smorgasbord of food options. I mean,
You
after a
got
while,
some
I'm like,
powder. You got some powdered roast beef.
oh,
How do
You
you
a
drink?
powdered chicken.
It's just
mm,
I've always wondered how do you wash your behind
oh,
and
look,
your pets out there? Like, what are you
mm,
using as? to keep clean? How do you poop up there? Like, I have so many questions. And I've always had these, not just with these, because
have
we've
a
been sending people.
I wanted to have a bidet. Maybe it's a bidet.
Do you have a
But
bidet?
you got one guy and one woman in there. So how you gonna feel about your privacy and all that?
Because we floating around, you can't like do when you want to be still. Do you have to put a
Right,
weight on you so you could just be still? Like, is there
right,
like what do you do? Because like I don't feel like floating all day, every day.
exactly,
Look,
right,
Sometimes I just want to be still. I just want to
right.
be still.
what happened
That's
if
why I don't like rocking chairs on
what
hills.
happened if you got gas up in the pod?
What happens?
Well, you
I
know
mean, it's just
what?
like living with somebody. You just gotta live with it. I mean,
It
like,
it just
but does
floats.
everybody have their own room in the capsule?
Right.
It'd be some little fart bubbles going around up in there, just floating around. Don't try to pop it. Don't try to pop it.
Just leave it
I
alone.
just
Leave it alone.
I have so many questions about being up in space. Like how do you just do the basic things? You know what I mean? Just again, keeping your body clean,
Yeah.
your hair clean. Like, what are we doing right now? Like, I
Well,
don't.
maybe the odors are suppressed. Are odors suppressed in space? Maybe.
I don't know. We need to go
Is
to
the
NASA.
odor-
We need a whole tour.
See,
We
I'm
need
not,
to
Yeah.
see, I'm not your guy. See, stuff like that, I don't want to do. Like
yeah.
there's certain things that I don't want to do. Like
Like all of these
you like to go
commercial
on the moon?
flights.
No, I really wouldn't. I'm good here. I'm good.
I'm not gonna pay for no, even if I could afford a commercial flight. I'm not going on no commercial flight out of the atmosphere. Y'all go ahead and do that if that's what y'all want. I'm good right here.
Oh, you know
That's when
what?
you got
I'm
unnecessary
good right
money.
here.
Like you just got money just to do random crazy things like that.
And let all the random crazies go. Go on.
But you know
Go.
what? They
Stay up.
probably took that Loom. That body deodorant. That's probably what they did. The Loom.
I just I don't Loom don't last for 9 months. It only lasts for 24 hours. So how do you put it on every day? And what if you accidentally let something go? Are you chasing it all day to
Oh,
try
right.
to get it back?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? What is
Yeah.
happening? I couldn't.
Do you have a cell phone that works? Because if I'm up in there, I'm telling y'all, I'm there for 9 months. When I call y'all better stop whatever y'all do and talk to me. Y'all know I'm up in here. I ain't
Right.
got nothing else going on. AK, if
Right.
I call you, I don't want to hear, me and
We
the
are
husband,
FaceTiming.
we out having dinner. No, you're not. I need to talk to you because
We
sister ain't picking up the phone. She
we
ain't
are
picking up the phone.
FaceTiming every day, all day long.
That's right.
FaceTiming every day.
Because I keep my sanity.
Tell your boss, tell whomever you need to tell.
Mhm.
Put me on a screen in the backyard so family and neighbors can come by and talk to me. Because what I'm not doing is going to keep talking to Ted all day long or his sister all day long, floating around here. Especially since what they went up there for is done. So we also don't have no work to do.
Yeah.
See, it's
Right.
different from missions
3
when
days.
they're actually working on stuff. Okay, we don't finish our work and now y'all don't know how to get us back.
3 days.
Right.
3 days has turned to 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
That's
No.
right.
I don't want to
Yeah,
hear
I
no
didn't sign up
excuse.
for that. Yeah, I did not sign up for this
I
at
don't
all.
want no excuse.
You can't send me no care packages. Like if somebody gets stuck in another country and they can afford to, you're like, well, let me send you some money, but
Right.
we can't send
Nothing.
you nothing. We can't do nothing with you. There's
Nothing.
just nothing. You come back, babies done been born. Babies have been conceived and born
All
all while
kind of
you
things
were.
that happen while you've been gone.
Yep.
No.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
My hair probably would be on fleek up there, though. I'm just wondering. They probably have all kind of bounce.
It would be like this. Did you see that lady's head? They hear me like
Yeah.
this. Oh
Hilarious.
Yeah.
no. Mm-mm.
Like
I couldn't
static.
do it. Couldn't do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna see y'all going if y'all want to on these commercial flights. Go on up there if you like.
It's a
Send me pictures.
it's a lot of stuff people be doing that I wouldn't do. Like I saw a friend that had her story thing showing and on Instagram, and she's
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in Africa somewhere, and like she's walking, and there's like these two huge lions
Mm-mm.
that are like right in front of her. Right then, she saw something where there was a lion. This was gonna get you, AK. The lion was in the tree.
Nope.
Now,
Now, when I was in my 20s, I used to want to do a safari. By the time I got to 40, I was like, yeah, I want to do that.
but to think if a lion is able to climb up in a tree. Now you think about it, a lion ain't nothing but a big huge cat.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I think a
They're
lot
very
of us think if a
agile.
lion
They're
come
very
after us,
agile.
all I gotta do is run up that tree. No, that lion can climb a tree.
Right.
Think about that.
So,
Especially the female lions, because they're leaner. They're not as because they're the
mhm,
hunters and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm good.
yeah. That's when
By
I
the time
play
I got
dead.
here,
Yeah. I had to play
yeah.
dead on that one.
And people always like, no, your guides know where to go, and these are preserves they do, so they're used to people coming. No, I'm good.
Yeah,
But when
Animals
I
are
got to 40, I was like,
unpredictable.
I don't think I
since
really want to do
the
this.
playing dead works until they put that tooth in your side.
There you
When
go.
they put that, then once they put that tooth in your side, then yeah, that playing will stop.
Okay.
Oh, look at the baby elephant. Yeah, well, the baby elephant is still half my house. Like, I'm good. I
No, none of
just,
that.
I'm
yeah, by
very
the time
good.
I got to 40, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I really want to,
I don't
because
need
when you're
all that.
young, it's a different perception. By the time I got to 40, I was like, yeah, I don't really want to do. There's this place in Kenya, right? This resort. It's a giraffe preserve. Have y'all seen? I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure you've seen it on social media.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $2, $3, $4,000 a night to be here,
What?
right? Because it's right on this preserve. It's real beautiful, and it's a giraffe preserve. And so, like, one of the big draws is their restaurant, and you sit. You pay for this, right? And you sit next to. They have these big long windows, and the giraffes can just stick their head in, so you can take a picture, you can touch it or whatever. And I'm like, over my food. This is
Nah,
we
I'm
eating,
good.
but so the giraffes, so that's like the big attraction. And I've seen people have taken beautiful pictures or whatever, but I'm like, my food is right here.
Exactly.
Why I don't want that and this in the same. Like I don't.
No.
Giraffe slop splashing all over
Yeah.
the
And do
food.
they have fleas? I mean, are they like dogs and stuff? Like
I
stuff,
just I just
dandruff?
don't.
Mm,
In the
mm-mm.
middle of a jungle, in the middle of a preserve. They don't call it a jungle, but I'm like, you can say preserve all you want to. Jungle, because
Exactly.
where else do giraffes
The
live?
same thing.
They don't live in the
Right.
city. Like,
Yeah, right.
no, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm
With my
good.
food while I'm
Nah,
trying to eat, that's
nah,
what
I'm
we do.
good.
You better eat before you go out there. You talking about eating with giraffes and hippos and stuff reaching all in your car.
Oh
You better
no.
eat before you go.
When I was young, so those of you who lived in New York and New Jersey back in the 70s will remember this. So we used to have this attraction called Great Adventure, right?
Mm.
Yes.
And it was set up like a safari with wild animals, and you drove your car through it, and you would
Mm.
see, not like lions and
They
things
used to
like
do
that.
that. They used to do that down at King's Dominion. It used to be called Lion Country Safari. And it was the same thing
Yeah.
with your car through there.
Hmm.
I have
Yep.
pictures, so I will never forget this. I was with my mom and my aunt, who you all have met. Yes, the one that's on TV.
Hmm.
And we had my mom had an orange Fiat at the time, and I had to be like 4 or 5. And we driving through this thing, and my aunt is eating a piece of fruit, an apple
Ginger.
or something. That monkey jumped on our car, was beating on the window, and pissed on the window shield, and then another one came, and my mother and my aunt are like, "Get off! Get off!" They screaming, because you have to keep your windows up, like you can't drive through. So that was
Yeah.
part of the thing. I was traumatized. I was silent. You ever be so scared you silent? Like it's
Yeah.
just you.
Couldn't
Just
get
shock.
no words wouldn't even come out.
My mother was like, "Put the fucking apple away. They want the apple." They fussing back and forth. This is screaming. I I am now. I'm gonna be 55 this year, and I remember that like it's yesterday. That's how traumatizing. I think Great Adventure only stayed open like 2 years or something like that. Like I think I googled it one day to see how long it stayed open, because we never went back. Like that was it for us.
That was
We never
like
went back.
Curious George gone bad.
Yeah, listen. Whose idea was it? It didn't last. I remember Googling it some years ago, and it was only open like 2 years, like 77, 79, or something like that. I will never forget. I will never forget that. I will never
Yeah.
forget that. Yeah,
Yeah. They
no.
probably had a whole lot of insurance claims.
That was not a good idea. I was like, okay, in theory, when we sat around the table and said, "Oh, this would be a good attraction," it was a good
Right.
idea, but in execution, yeah, nah.
Yeah. Nah,
There's a lot
I'm with you.
there's a lot of things I can enjoy on TV.
That's right.
I don't necessarily have to be up close and personal, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
like like a big old lion, bears, all that stuff. I don't need to be that close. I can look at them on TV.
Would you do submarine? I wouldn't do
What is
submarine.
it?
Absolutely not.
A submarine, like
Going
a, with
underneath the water, all of that? Nah, nah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope.
a
Didn't,
glass
didn't,
bottom boat is about,
did,
well, like, when you go to like islands and they say you're immersed, like you're not really immersed all the way down. You're just immersed
Right.
underneath the surface so you can see the fish, fly around the little boat or
Right.
whatever.
I'm
That's
good.
Yeah.
as far as I'm going. That's as far as
I'm
I'm
with you.
going.
Cause
I'm with you on that.
I don't want to hear nothing like, oh, we ran out of gas, y'all.
Can
That,
you?
like
Or
I
the
ain't gonna hear
oxygen is
that
going
underneath
low.
me.
We're losing oxygen.
Yeah, any of that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I'm sorry. This is look. This is what you don't want to hear. This has never happened before. This has never happened before. Well, why
What
the
you don't
hell?
ever want to hear, whether you're in the air or underwater, is okay. The oxygen masks are about to drop down.
I
Please
don't
put
want to
your
hear
oxygen.
that.
I'm,
Yeah. What do you
I don't ever
mean?
want to hear that.
What do you mean about the drop dead?
I don't want to hear none of that.
Now's not the
I,
time to test any
I
of that
don't care
stuff.
how many times I looked at the video. I seen the nice flight attendants do the whole thing, and I still don't want to hear
I
that.
wonder.
I still don't want to hear that.
I don't want to do that.
Because
I
I
I'm
don't
don't
want
want
not
to
going
hear
to
that.
remember when it comes down that they say breathe normally. Get it together. I will be too panicked to just breathe normally.
Sister's not gonna. She's not gonna help nobody. She gonna put on her mask and be like,
I'm
"Listen,
out. I saw. I
if
saw.
it's God's will, you'll get your mask on too. But as for me, listen.
I'm taking care of me. I
I'm
saw
gonna take
something.
it.
I saw something else on Instagram. It's always some interesting stuff on Instagram, right? And you got to watch it because you can fall into a deep hole. Like you just keep scrolling there, and it's like video after video of foolishness. Like as a
Foolishness.
kid, if they had my person, look, you go to your room. But if I can have a cell phone, I'm good. Because it's like
Right.
pages of foolishness.
It's
Constant
entertainment.
entertainment.
It's science. It's
Yes.
let me diagnose this little bump I have on the side of my
It's
nose.
always something.
It's
Anything.
conspiracy theorists out
Yep.
there
Yep.
that agree with the foolishness that you agree with. Oh,
They
it's
right
way
on
too many
board.
recipes out there.
They're right
Like
on
it's
board.
way too many recipes.
But wait, have y'all seen the show Extracted? I have gotten hooked on that because it's a team of three, and they're either family, they're affiliated in some way, but one person is out in the wild, in the nature, trying to survive. And their two family members are in a studio with other family members, and they have to survive on basic stuff, but they could possibly like deteriorate. And the family members have to decide when to extract them because,
What do you mean
they have the little,
deteriorate? Like they could die? Like they could slowly
yeah.
just die?
Yeah, like some of them like so dehydrated, they have to figure out how to make a fire, how to purify water, how to get food. Some of them haven't had food for like days on end. And then the family members will sit back because you're winning $250,000. That's it, not $1,000,000.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
hang in
sitting in
there.
the
Hang in there.
studio.
So
She
you want
good.
to
She
have me
good.
go to
She
the
good.
brink of death?
She good. She turning blue, but she good. She good.
Yeah, no,
No,
Ted, for
no,
real.
no.
It
I
was a
seen them
She'll
like
gain
this.
that weight
fiance.
back. She'll
Yeah,
gain that weight back.
he said, nah, she don't need to be extracted. She's out there like crying, a school teacher. And he said, no, she said, if she gets to that point, give her 2 more days. And
Yeah,
his father was like,
she's built for this. She's built for this.
First of
she's
all,
about
why
to,
are you sending a teacher out there? Listen, the only way me and my family are playing that game is if we already have some full wilderness family member who like climbs Kilimanjaro and
right.
who like has been on Naked and Afraid and all that. Cause that's the person you send out there to win the money. You don't send AK out there who don't even want to be on her deck when there's too many flies out
Talk about
there.
it's
That's
hot.
right.
It's too hot
That's
out
right.
here. It's too hot
Yeah.
out here.
I just
So
that's really a
I'm
show? That can't really be a show. No.
yeah, but they're in the elements in Canada. So it's
I
cold,
hate Eric Watson.
raining. Oh, it's terrible. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
Eric Watson said he can't believe he used the word deteriorate. Because I'm like, deteriorate? Like they dying? I'm like, what are you trying to say?
Because they
You know,
have
people
like
trying to
the
use fancy words. You should have just said they dying.
well,
Talk about
their
that
body is
deteriorate.
it's deteriorating because they're like losing weight.
Because
You're
they're not getting
watching them.
nourishment or they're drinking the wrong
No,
kind of water. Oh yeah, you could go down real fast out there if you don't know what you're doing.
We're gonna have a signal that y'all gonna know it's time to shut this thing down. Like if you see me like look at AK. Look, no, well maybe his head just itching. No,
No,
that
that's the
means
sign. Because before you
get
sign out, we need
get
a
me up
safe
out of
word.
here.
We
that's
need a
right.
safe word. We need a
That's
safe
right.
word.
That's right. Yep.
We need a safe
So,
If you
word.
so
see
needless
anything
to
like
say,
you see anything
huh?
like tigers and stuff like that or bears, look, get me up out of there. No, I'm not gonna fight it. I ain't trying to fight it. Get me up
So
out of there.
I'm gonna tell you. So it was only 2 Black families on the show. So they didn't
And
last very long. But
what network or streaming service are you watching this foolishness?
it's on channel 9. It's on a major network.
I would
Yeah.
never.
Look at Eric
It
Watson.
reminds me of a show like
Look at what
Naked and
Eric Watson.
Afraid.
Eric Watson said, "Oh, we're gonna get this $1 million. Let my wife stay. We're gonna get this million." See, that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Listen,
You see how much
first of all,
folks
you
love
have to
you.
know who to send out there. You have to send the right.
You got to send the right
Like
one.
if
That's
you
right.
really want, again, I would have to find a family member who, who's deep sea diving. They've
That's
climbed,
right.
Mount St. Helens. They know how to
That's
make
right.
fire
Who
from
do
grass
Exactly.
blades.
who
Right.
do we got
We
in our
don't. That's why
family
I
to
would
do
never be
any of
on there. I
that?
don't have that family member. Do you? I just,
I don't know
dude.
anyone that
The
would
person
do
got
that.
malaria and they talk about, no, that'd be all right. Just tell them to drink some ginger ale or lay down. That malaria will go
Let me tell
away.
you something. As much as my family members, those jokers get upset.
Mm-mm.
Them folk get upset when the heat ain't working in the winter. I know they couldn't. I know they couldn't handle any of that.
Listen, the only food I'm cooking outside is on the grill on my deck.
That's it.
I'm not your girl.
You got to eat
Well,
some
right.
bugs.
I'm not your girl.
You got to eat some bugs and tree bark and all that, man.
And then my
Right.
nerves are so bad that I would be like, all right, get them out of there. And they're like, they only been out there 2 hours. That's it. That's all my nerves
I
can
already
take.
know.
That's
I
all my
already know.
nerves can take.
You're already out there crying.
You
Right.
know
Right.
me. You can't send me outside in my yard in a tent for 250. I said, no.
And you know you can go right back in your house.
That's right.
You're like, AK, you have to spend a whole night in a regular old
Tent.
army tent, like real not glamping, because I don't want to do that either. But like I
Right.
have to do authentic how like lay on the ground and
Mm-mm.
forage for food. And I'm
Uh-uh.
not doing that right here with the little trees and little woods we got right here near my
Never
house.
sit
I'm
in your
definitely not doing
backyard.
Right.
it.
Mm-mm.
Like the deer walking up to my tent because they jumping in and out my yard all the time. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
And that was the other thing. They had to what do you call it? Skin a deer and cook it.
No.
So yeah.
And I get deer in and out my yard. You think I'm going to yank a deer in my
Mm.
yard and then eat it? I'm
Mm.
not doing it. Eric said marshmallows is his.
That's a safe word. Get me out of here.
Uh,
But see, Rudy thinking about freshness. Now he talking about you just need some tussin. You got some tussin, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
What the hell is tussin? What the hell is that?
I guess
is
you're
it
talking.
cough syrup?
I guess I'm a rubber tussin. Yeah,
Oh, because they out there with malaria.
yeah.
Dying?
That's all you need.
I can see I can see sister now. They sending her out there bogged down with garbage bag full of Dollar Tree snacks. Like if you could make it through all these snacks.
Look, and if I had some Dollar Tree snacks, I could survive. But
Let me
look,
tell you, once one of them bears walk up on you and snatch them snacks from you, that's it.
oh my gosh, I'd
It
be
could
like,
be
extract
and you
me.
know what? It could be Yogi the bear that's taking it from me. Listen,
That's right. It could be Boo Boo.
You be chased around. You can be chased around by some cartoon bear.
and look, and because the camera people are out there with you, right?
Right.
Let that be me. That's all you see. That's all you gonna see.
Right.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, and they
Oh,
just be sending like any show like this, like Survivor,
yeah.
It's always people like, yes, I'm an educator. I'm a NASA astronaut. I'm an
Right.
IT. I own my own business. I'm
Right.
just a student and I stay at home. I'm a stay at home. Like these are the people who want to go out into the wild and survive. Get the
But
Like,
hell out of
why?
here.
Why?
You never hear people like, yes, I'm a deep sea diver or
That's right.
I ice fish or just it's never
Yeah.
those people. Like, like
No.
I'm
No.
a retired Marine and
Exactly.
I had to
Yeah.
survive the jump of the
at,
Vietnam. Like
at,
it's never those people.
at best, you'll get somebody that did a marathon. Somebody
Right.
did a 5K.
Yes,
That's
and
about
even
it.
that's
That's
just
about it. That's
running.
all we got in our friend circle.
That's right. That's all we
That's
got.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was a half
Olympics.
marathon.
Yeah.
And that was a
Mm-hmm.
half marathon. Like, listen, and that's only running. That's not hunting and having to survive the elements and it's raining
Mm-mm.
out there. Like I used to watch Survivor. Like,
I
why?
know.
Like, why do
Mm-mm.
you want to put yourself through this? Like,
I,
why?
I know, right?
And then
No.
naked and afraid.
Now
So
that's
I'm supposed to
mm-mm.
be out here with no damn clothes on.
Yeah,
Just
with bugs crawling all in the wrong places. No, thank you.
You got that scorpion in
No.
your tail. Once that scorpion get in your tail, that's it.
I don't know
Okay.
how to
That's
sew.
it.
I don't know how to put a button on. So I'm damn sure not gonna know how to sew. Put some leaves together for a skirt or something. I don't understand.
No,
I don't
indeed.
understand.
No.
And then you
Uh-uh.
get, and
No.
The
then you
best
get
you
out
would
there
get
try,
out of me are some leaves and some pasties. That's the best I
and
can get.
then you be trying to take the leaves and make a cute outfit out of it. You got to make it cute.
I would
You
try.
got a split in it and all that. You better
I would
come up.
try.
Right.
I would
Right.
try. Like I'm like, so who wants to be naked and afraid? I'm like, there are people who desire to be naked and afraid. Like
And
who?
afraid. Right.
I
Mm-mm.
don't
No, thank
understand
you.
such things. I don't
Yeah.
understand something. Like, not put in the chat. What would y'all do? Would y'all do any of this
Man.
foolishness? What would y'all do? What would y'all do? I wouldn't do none of
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So
Mm-mm.
if y'all looking for me, and only for 250, at least with Survivor, you get a million. What the hell is
Exactly. That's my
250?
thing.
And then if you have the wrong family members, and I'm like, and do I get to pick the family members? Because there's
Right,
some
Right.
family members I don't want making that decision for me.
right.
Like there's some family members I'm like, that's why I'm putting it in writing who I want to,
That's right.
pull the
I
plug
want to
because
make decisions.
I don't
Right.
trust
Mm-mm.
everybody in my family.
Okay, you got to use somebody like your daughter who really love you.
Right.
Please.
There's got to be
First of
somebody.
Right.
all, my
Really,
daughter really loves me. She wouldn't sign me up. She would
yeah.
be like,
You know what I'm saying?
Mom,
Yeah.
I'm alone. Who
You
mom?
can't have
She'd be
nobody
like,
that kind of love you,
Right. Yeah.
like a cousin.
and when
You
it comes to money, they're gonna stop loving you because they're gonna be like, oh no, we want this
Okay.
money.
Here.
yeah.
Right.
Going
Stay
out
out
there.
here. She all right.
Stay
She
out
all
there.
right.
She
You're
But
all
she
good.
right.
look like she a little blue in the face. Oh, she good. She good. She look like that all the
Boil
time.
look,
She all
they'd be
right.
like, boil the water, just boil the water. But I don't know how to make I can say I don't know how to make fire. Listen,
No.
just rub the sticks and just boil your water. You'll be all right.
But see, that's the thing. They can't talk to them. So they can't, there's no communication during the whole show. So all they
Yeah.
know is if they get a survival box and it's empty, they're like, why didn't they send me something? Because it's a game being played in the studio amongst the other family members. So your person may not get nothing and they think you just outing them, but it's other people fighting against your person to get like the blanket. Or I mean, it's terrible. It's awful. Yeah.
That's people who don't love you. I think that's people who don't love you. I think, and they're only offering 250K in this
Yeah.
economy after
Yeah.
taxes. Do you know how much you getting?
I know,
Child,
right?
listen,
Yeah.
we only got a few more
Yeah.
minutes.
I
You
don't
got a
think I
Dollar
signed up
Tree
for that
update?
show.
I'm not your guy. Like I said, I'm not.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm-mm.
sister. Before we
Nah,
go, you got
that's
a
not.
Dollar Tree update? What's the Dollar Tree update in this
Oh my
economy now,
gosh.
child?
This one, I have got to tell you, it just took me by surprise. It's not a food item. I
Uh-oh.
saw this Whitney Houston Sheer Mist hairspray. Oh my God. Look. So I'm
What is it?
thinking it's Whitney
So,
Houston hairspray.
so that's a man law violation.
Dollar Tree.
That's
I
a
think
man.
it's
And
just a
guess what?
violation in
Yeah, that's
general.
a
It's
man
not but
law
water in
violation.
there. What?
If I
What?
go
What?
Oh, it
ever go
smells so
anywhere,
good. So I'm
anywhere
thinking
anyway,
it must, I, I think it must make you sing good. So I was like, maybe if I sing a Whitney Houston song, this must make you sing really good.
Mm-mm. No, boo, that's
Like
not but
I'm
rose water.
saving.
That ain't nothing.
your head gonna be itching tomorrow.
That ain't nothing but rose water. That is nothing gonna do. Put it on your real hair in July, and then circle back to it. And then circle back to it. Why
It's
they put Whitney
authentic. It
Houston in
has
a
her
watermelon?
signature. Look at that. It's the authentic
Oh,
signature at the bottom. It's her signature.
and
It's
you found
Whitney
this at the
Houston,
Dollar
her
Tree.
likeness. I did. I was so excited. I was like, look, that's Whitney Houston hair product.
They
Oh
sold
my gosh, I was so excited.
they sold one of them.
Mm.
That's it.
Mm.
Me.
And you the person.
Rudy said, "Where's the R. Kelly spray?" Y'all get off my phone. It's time for me to go. I done woke my daughter up from the
Okay,
nurse, so now she know I'll be cranky and carrying on. Like,
I'll let y'all
listen,
know if my hair is still on my head tomorrow.
yeah, I'm in trouble. She about to come and give me the side eye for the 50th time. So look, we love y'all. We mean it. We gonna be here next week.
We promise we'll be here next week, y'all.
We gonna be here next week. We don't know who gonna be here,
Right,
but
but
we gonna
somebody
be
gonna
here
be here.
next week.
We're gonna find
We
three, at
gonna
least
be
three
here
of us.
next week. Okay. We
That
love
ain't got
y'all.
nothing
Thanks
else
for
to do.
hanging in there with us. Until next Wednesday, keep doing too much.
Do it.
Share the show,
And I'll have
y'all.
music. I'll have music next week, I promise.
Share the show.
Share the show.
Share the show. All right. Love y'all.
Okay,
See you.
bye.